News Channel 3 is taking action and bringing you your sports results. Last night, your Washington Redskins took on the Bears of Chicago. RG3 and the starters got off to a shaky start, but Kirk Cousins gave an example of why he deserves a spot on this football team. Now to the track we go. This week, the boys and gals of NASCAR head to the Pocono Raceway in Pennsylvania. And there's one driver who's looking to get back into his winning ways. Carlos Diaz has more in the NASCAR Minute. Good evening and welcome inside the locker room. I'm Brittany Tedder. We begin with the excitement over Gabrielle Douglas's amazing gold medal performance at the 2012 London Olympics, and it all started right here in Hampton Roads. Elaine Quijano has more. We begin tonight talking Redskins football. The Washington Redskins are a mere 90 minutes away from kicking off Game 2 of their preseason against the Bears of Chicago, a game you can watch right here on News Channel 3 starting at 8. Robert Griffin III looked great in his debut last week against the Buffalo Bills. His performance has given Redskins Nation a new hope for a Super Bowl run. We had a chance to catch up with him at practice. A sport where you make a whole lot of left turns. That's right, we're talking NASCAR. And the question lately is, what's going on with Jimmy Johnson? Carlos Diaz has your NASCAR Minute. Fall is in the air, and that means it's time for high school football. We're here for Game 4 of the season as Lansdowne faces off against the Cavaliers of Princess Anne. Could Princess Anne make it 2 in a row tonight at Lansdowne? On their opening drive, quarterback Shaheem Swinton would air this one out to number 1, Justin Smith. A couple of moves later, he would take it the rest of the way into the end zone. Eagles on the board. Next, Cavaliers of Princess Anne would answer right back on the next play as number 5, Shelton Beal, catches the kickoff and it's off to the races, and it's touchdown Princess Anne. Watch the determination by Shaheem Swinton. He never stops moving his feet, and he would move the pile off the goal line for the Lansdowne touchdown. Later, it was Swinton from his own end zone who takes it right up the middle. That's good for 20 yards. And then it would be Swinton again with this amazing pass to Daquan Rosario. He's wide open, and there's nothing between him and the end zone. The Eagle has landed. Touchdown Lansdowne. Princess Anne dreams of winning 2 straight or dash. Lansdowne wins this. Be sure to stay tuned to News Channel 3 throughout all of your high school football season for highlights. Reporting for the locker room, I'm Brittany Tedder. Welcome to the weekly sports recap. I'm Brittany Tedder, and this week was the start of college football season, so let's jump right in. The Norfolk State Spartans came ready for action last night as they took the field against rival Virginia State. Things would get started in the second half with this impressive kickoff return by Marcus Cooperwood, a redshirt senior for the Spartans. He breaks a few tackles, and then it was off to the races. He would take it all the way down inside the 20 before being taken down by Trojan Veneur Louis. That would set up this play, an SU touchdown on a run by Brendan Riddick. Norfolk State is up 17-0. After a couple first downs, it would set up this sideline scamper by Kaheem Hedgeman, cash that in for 6 more, putting the Spartans up 24-0. Norfolk State would also have a tenacious defensive play with this impressive sack on Trojan quarterback Lamont Green for a loss, and they would win with a final score of 24-0. Last night, the Cavaliers of the University of Virginia hosted the Richmond Spiders. UVA would strike first and continue to dominate as Michael Rocco connects with Darius Jennings. 6 more, UVA leads 22-0. Then the Spiders would finally get on board. Quarterback Michael Strauss about to get sacked, but no, tosses the ball to Kendall Gaskins, take that to the bank, 6 more, and UVA wasn't worried though as they would punch one in. That's Kevin Parks on the carry. 6 more for UVA, and the onslaught would continue. Here on 3rd and 1, Perry Jones would show some fancy footwork as he dances around looking for a gap, finds it into the end zone. It appears that Rocco may just get to keep that starting spot after an impressive 311 yards and a 43-19 victory over the Spiders. Penn State kicked off their football season after a controversial year. Tons of fans showed up to support their team. Yesterday's game against Ohio University is a fresh start in Penn State football. It was also the first time that Penn State opened without head coach Joe Paterno. After Jerry Sandusky was convicted earlier this year of sexually abusing several boys, Penn State was required to vacate all wins from 1998 to 2011. Unfortunately for them, they did not start to add back to those wins as they fell to Ohio University 24-14. Their next game is September 8th against UVA. Moving on now to high school football here in Hampton Roads. This week marked the beginning of the season, and we have 2 games of the week to talk about, so let's get started in Chesapeake. The Great Bridge Wildcats stormed the field against Granby High School. Great Bridge would get on the scoreboard first with a 20-yard field goal from Aaron Spiegel, but it would be all Granby after that. Watch this as Lawrence Harris takes a pitch, dances down the sidelines, turning on the Jets. 6 points, and Granby leads by 4. Then Granby would strike again with this huge play. William Smith would air it out, connecting with Sidney Fulford, who would shake off a tackle and run it in the end zone. 6 more on the board, and the comments are rolling. Next, Lawrence Harris is at it again for Granby, showing his speed here after another quick handoff from Smith. He would burn up the field, taking it all the way to the house. Look at him run. There he goes. And rolling in for the touchdown. Granby snaps their 5-game losing streak and shocks the Wildcats. Your final score, 45-9. Switching gears a bit now, we're headed to the beautiful Kings Mill Golf Course in Williamsburg as the LPGA is about to return. Fans, players, and golf director Wayne Newell couldn't be happier. Known for its beautiful landscape and view of the water, Kings Mill is a course that many long to play on. This week, for the first time since 2009, the pros return to play in the Kings Mill Championship. Pro-Am rounds begin tomorrow and the tournament kicks off on Thursday. Groundskeepers are hard at work to make sure that the course is in the best condition possible for all the play and publicity it's about to see. Pro golfer Brittany, a native from Richmond, had her first win on the tour earlier this year, and she says she couldn't be happier to be here. Hi guys, and welcome to the Club Sports Wrap-Up, the show that tells you all you need to know in the world of Liberty Club sports. I'm your host, Brittany Tedder, and here's what happened this week. We're here today at the Cook Center as your Liberty women's tennis team hosts their first fall tournament since 2007. Hi guys, and welcome to the Club Sports Team of the Week. I'm Brittany Tedder, and each week we're going to take an in-depth look at one of Liberty's club sports teams. One area you think you guys could still improve in?
Well, the biggest thing I think we're doing right now is we just need to settle down a little bit.
We're here on the sidelines as your Flames are about to kick off against Presbyterian. Brittany Tedder with Option LU. We're here tonight at the Vine Center as your Liberty volleyball team takes on UNC Asheville. Thanks, guys. Earlier this week, I had the opportunity to talk to Liberty's head coach, Kirk Candy. Kirk said they're really seeing each game as a winning opportunity and hopes to achieve a greater seed going into the national tournament. Now, they're working on the fundamentals each and every game, and their ultimate goal is to bring home that first national title. They played a tight game against Oakland last night, winning 3-2, and I definitely think we're going to see a lot of fight out of both teams in tonight's rematch. Rhett and Tyler, back to you. Hi, guys, and welcome to the Club Sports Wrap-Up, the show that tells you all you need to know in the world of Liberty Club sports. I'm your host, Brittany Tedder, and here's what happened this week.